A very good evening, guys. We are going to start this session in next 5 minutes. Please ask your friends and other people to join. Vivek, make one more announcement and then we are going to proceed.
Okay, sure, sir. Yes, good evening, everyone. We still have many seats vacant in this room. So we are going to start the session in next 2-3 minutes. So kindly ask your uh, team members and everybody to join the session uh, as early as possible. In next 2 to 3 minutes, we will start the session. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the session, and ask other people also to join the session. Thank you.
All right. Very good evening, everyone. Can I see your hands, please? Thank you so much for joining this new journey we are starting from today. And thank you so much for coming. And I'm honored with the presence of thousands of people on the Zoom. So, like I discussed yesterday, right? We have to take one step forward today instead of rolling back and talking about the same things. So, without any further delay, I spoke about the new product that we are going to do, which is not affiliate marketing product. And since it is not an affiliate marketing product, I told yesterday that it opens all the doors because any project which is good, having big community and everything, and not having affiliate marketing associated with it, is widely accepted by everyone. So it has its own, advantage. So the product training that I talk about, that from today we are starting the product training, and the best product to be trained in this crypto space is the best currency out there, which changed everything, uh, Bitcoin. So I have promised to start with the Bitcoin presentation because that 8 page of white paper, which changed this whole industry and the future technology, was very hard to understand for any common man because it's so condensed. And then there are so many videos out there who talk about the white paper, the mining part, what is POS, and all those things. But understanding it as a monetary system, understanding it as a system which changed the finance industry, the mode of finance industry, you can say, right? The most of economic industry, you can say, uh, is the monetary system that it claimed and it changed. So to understand Bitcoin as a monetary system is more important than to understand mining part. Yes, we will include all of those things because we will talk about 8 pages of white paper. But to begin with, the right kind of approach towards the white paper is before understanding the technology behind the success or behind this, Bitcoin, it is very much important for us to understand what purpose does it serve, why e-money was required, why electronic money was required, and many people they tried, they come up with the beginning solutions, but and they've been tried for like last 1 or 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, even you can say, since 1980. But none of them were unable to complete the whole, explanation and complete the whole technology because they did the introduction part, like how to do it, but they couldn't complete it. So, then somebody with the name of Satoshi Nakamoto came and with this 8 pages of white paper and just blast off everything away. So to understand this as a common man, because like I'm focused on why I'm repeating this again and again, because uh, reading 8 pages of Bitcoin white paper just cross over you. I mean, if you are not, you can say, a programmer, or if you're not a cryptographer, or you don't know networking. I'm not talking about affiliate marketing, different networking, right? So if you're not a programmer or a cryptographer, then it's very hard for you to digest, to swallow the white paper part. The easiest part was the mining part, so you can find many videos out there explaining white paper, focusing on the mining part instead of the abstract of the white paper. So it's important for us to understand, this highly complex system, right? And I will try to do a complete breakdown, uh, try to make it so easy so that if even you are not a programmer or if you're not a cryptographer, even then you can understand it. So my target is a complete breakdown of Bitcoin white paper for a common man to understand. Yeah, if you go on the white paper, you find all these hash, POW, best effort system, which I believe most of the people, they don't even know, BES. So yeah, we will talk about everything, but let's start with uh, the Bitcoin white paper and the problem it promised to solve way back in 2008. So the Bitcoin white paper was released on 28th October 2008 by a pseudo man, right? A pseudo name, you can say Satoshi Nakamoto, with a promise of first mint will happen on 3rd of January 2009. First mint, you can say in easy words, the first block which was created, which we call Genesis block. The
Excuse me,
first
sir.
block,
Sorry for interruption. Can we just record this session?
you're supposed to record it from the beginning. Anyways, I believe many people out there are recording it already.
Recording in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me go back and say it again, right? So some pseudo name Satoshi Nakamoto has launched a Bitcoin white paper. I mean, if you have pen paper, you can write these things down, and from tomorrow it is required to have pen and paper because then you will be able to take these notes to understand this technology from the ground, right? Uh, Before I go and talk about that, let me also tell you, I mean, why this is so important. I spoke yesterday as well because this technology is future. Web 3.0 metaverse is a huge thing. It's like internet back in 1990s. So please pay attention to these things because you are going to be in a future of the way you understand your economy, you understand your currencies, their values, because it's a big old system. We don't have to dig in deep regarding banks and how this economy prints or works. But since it is a new currency, which is going to be everywhere very soon, so let's go back. So yeah, in 28th October 2008, the Bitcoin white paper was released. Few people promising that this white paper happen on 3rd of January 2009, which means the first Genesis block, the first block of blockchain will be created. A Bitcoin protocol or Bitcoin blockchain will be created on 3rd of January 2009. So in order for you guys to move forward, I would like to also tell you that probably many of you have Bitcoin white paper, but if you guys don't have Bitcoin white paper, so I can share my screen. I mean, you don't need it right now with me to understand, right? I mean, but just for your information so that you can get it as well, right? So go on bitcoin.org, right? Go to the introduction, go to white paper, and click the language you want. This is original white paper. Uh, Click on Bitcoin white paper, and there you go. So you can have the copy of it, you can download it, you can share among the people. Just go to bitcointalk.org introduction section and click on Bitcoin white paper. So yes, now we are talking about this big thing, right? Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and this is a 8-page long white paper, and the ninth page is an abstract. It's just abstract references. Sorry, references. Ninth page is references. So the first page where we are talking about the introduction part, right? Before this, you have this abstract. I mean, first of all, such a big system, being, uh, with so much promises, because many people tried to claim e-money, peer-to-peer system, but couldn't deliver. And in that situation, such white paper came out, which introduced cryptocurrency and other things. Very hard to digest and swallow and to understand. And then this abstract of 8 pages. So if we understand the abstract, basically we understand the whole Bitcoin white paper. So let's proceed. I mean, yeah. So the introduction part, you can read yourself. It's not hard to understand that why this mechanism was important, and why, in economic world, trust on third party was not so reliable. So creating a trust without a third party, because that's what we call Bitcoin, is like a peer-to-peer without involving any middleman in between, solving Byzantine problem in computer language, is all about this Bitcoin white paper. So the introduction part is only talking about the why it is important to have a system where we don't have to trust on a third party, which will make the system way more offensive, you can say efficient for buyer and seller both. So that's kind of introduction is given here. But if you go to the abstract part, because like I said, we have to understand the abstract part. This abstract consists of all 8 pages. So I will cover some part of this abstract part today to cover this first page, making you understand a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So if you read the abstract, copy this much part, because this is basically the page 1, which is the introduction part, and rest abstract will talk about the solution to this problem. So if you go to the abstract part of this much, you go to the notes, and if you paste, so it says a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent direct from one party to another party, growing through a financial institution without going to a financial institution. Digital signatures provide part of the solution, but the main benefits are lost if a trusted third party is still required to prevent double spending. So the term double spending we will learn in our next Zoom, because the term double spending is associated with the problem that electronic cash can have. So what was proposed was that if you can create a system where you can transfer money from one person, right, to the other person, let's say, without involving a middleman, right? So So this is what they have been, and all of us, they understand this part very easily, very simply, very well. And that's what we understand, that cryptocurrency is something when you send payment from peer-to-peer transaction, one person is sending some data or, in forms of tokens from one person to other person, and there is no third party involved. This is what we understand about cryptocurrency. I believe you guys are following me up so far, right? Can I see your hands? Yeah, I mean, I can see now 200 plus hands, but uh, can I see more hands if you are able to understand this much easy part? Because this is something which all of you understand. But how it works and how this technology, changed everything. Thank you so much. Now I can see most of you are raising your hands. Thank you. Just to keep the interaction going. So, it is like a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party. Let's say this guy is one party, and this guy is the second party, without going through a financial institution. So let's say this is financial institute, right? Without going through it. So I mean, we understand this part of it, but doing it or making a process where you are not involving any middleman in between is basically what was the most hardest part to solve, because you have to understand that with cash, double spending is not a problem. Anyways, double spending. Okay, wait. Because for example, it's like cash is like you went to buy let's say chocolate, and you paid $10 bill to the chocolate shop. Basically you cannot use the same $10 bill to pay someone else, because you have already paid it to one person. So with cash, this double spending is, you can Google it as well if you want to understand it in a very big way, but we will understand it in our Zoom sessions as well, because the whole hashing and then whole time stamping thing and POS thing, proof of work thing, all these things are basically the factors which made sure that a digital money can also not have a double spending problem. So double spending is something which is not possible with cash, but with the digital money, double spending was a problem, that you can use the same money multiple times if you're not using a third party who is basically monitoring everything. So in our fiat world, we have third parties who monitor all these transactions. Our banks, they keep this ledger. Everything is recorded, but all these informations are stored with a third party, which is not you. Not you are sending money from your account to someone other account, but the transactions are, the ledger is under the financial institute, the third party. And you have to keep your trust in this third party all the time, that your bank will not take your money, your bank will never close, the money you have in your account will not go less. So a big thing, right? It's $1 trillion market. So basically, for trillions of dollars of market, you are trusting on a third party that the ledgers that they are creating, they will be able to keep them secure. That was the first thing, and the second thing, the trust, because you can only trust them otherwise. So it was a big trust, ask of big trust, right? So to create a system where you are not having this, you're not creating a third party who is going to monitor this ledger, creates and increase the problem of double spending. Because let's say I can say I have transferred money to you, it's peer-to-peer system, and then I can say no, it's I did not transfer, or I can use it multiple times because transactions record has to be verified and no third party was required. That's how this money has created. So double spending problem is not with the cash or the involvement of any financial system, but since it is promised towards a peer-to-peer system, it was required to first address how to solve this double spending problem. That's where most of the projects and most of the cryptographers and programmers they represented their model, but their model was not, you can say, sustainable enough to make sure that this double spending problem will not occur, will not happen. However, Satoshi's white paper was so hard to understand because it was merely 8 pages. It didn't get the wide adoption in the market because of most of us, it looks like crossover our head. If you read, it's the abstract part is very hard to understand. But also the people who understood it, they did not believe it because the double spending problem has never been addressed so efficiently before. And all these were all the new mechanisms of hashing, and proof of work was the new concept for the market. So for the people who understand the technology, for them also, way back in October, November, December, when the white paper went out, before the January, when the first block created, it was very impossible to understand. And if even if they understood it, it's very hard for them to believe because it's talking about a totally different way of solving the double spending problem. So basically, in a monetary term, this e-money was required to solve this double spending problem before it becomes successful. So we will talk about the double spending problem. We will talk about how this white paper, uh, claimed that it can solve this double spending problem and what we have today, right? So this journey, and please, every single thing I'm telling you is required for your product too. So, and apart from your product as well, or my new product as well, this is important for you. So I'm not giving these sessions like I'm selling to you guys. I'm just giving this session because I am proud to talk about it online with the community as per my understanding, trying to break it down as much as possible to make you understand as much as possible. And I'm privileged that I have people who are here and listening to me. So yeah, it's going to be a great journey together, guys. So moving ahead, if you see this design here, so this is what they have committed, sorry, and they said that we will solve this double spending problem. So if you can read here as well, a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payment to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Digital signatures provide part of solution, but the main benefits are lost if a trusted third party is still required to prevent double spending. So now we understand double spending, and yes, with the digital money, this problem exists. So with cash, doesn't exist. So, but with digital money, it exists. So that's where we will take it further now. By the way, this problem in computer science, is called wait. Byzantine general problem. So basically, what is this Byzantine general problem is, it's like, you know, I mean, you are sending information and data to a group of people, right? It's like you're giving information and data to group of people, a big group of people, right? And by giving, I mean, for giving this information and data to group of people by making sure that the data will not be corrupted or manipulated. I mean, if you are giving information from here to here, and the information is traveling through here, basically, it has a chance to be corrupt or get manipulated. So this problem is called, in computer science, Byzantine general problem, and this problem was proposed. The solution to this problem was proposed in the Bitcoin white paper by providing solution to double spending problem. So anyways, so let's go back to the abstract part, because we have to cover the first two things. So we understand a peer-to-peer is a man-to-man without involving the third party, which is a financial institute, making sure that we are going to address the double spending problem through such mechanism that e-money or this new electronic money can be used without using a third party and can be trusted by trusting no individual body, right? So let's go back to the abstract part and what was proposed as a solution. So we copy. So what was the proposal that was basically, been given? The proposal was, and this was the most hard, this is the most hard part to understand even today if you read it. We propose a solution to the double spending problem using a peer-to-peer network. The network timestamps transactions by hashing them into an ongoing chain, or you can say ledger, of hash-based proof of work, forming a record that cannot be changed without changing the proof of work. So I'm sure, I mean, this is like how to understand this, right? It's talking about the hash. First, we have to understand the hash. We have to understand the chain. Then we have to understand the proof of work, and then we have to understand it. Everything which is like very hard to understand. So if we understand this part, basically we will understand the page number 2, page number 3, page number 4, and page number 5 of Bitcoin white paper, because this was explained in next 4 pages. So it's like, that's why people, they do not understand this much. So we will talk about the proposal to the solution by talking about what is hash, what is chain, and how this chain and network and Bitcoin protocol creates. And basically, we will really understand what is proof of work. And then absolutely, and then we will see that why redoing the proof of work is almost impossible to do. So this was the proposal, and this proposal is so good and so interesting that once you understand this proposal, you will understand the real value of Bitcoin and why there is no other coin like Bitcoin. Why this coin has been the mother currency since the day it has started in the market, and even today, and even by the eternity as well, because it solved the biggest problem of you can say people trying to create a system where a user doesn't have to depend on any third party to take decision of buying or selling or transferring wealth or data to anyone. So in my next Zoom, we will talk about this proposal, that what, and we will start with the hash, and we will start with the chain and proof of work. We will try to break it down as much as possible in order to understand that how Bitcoin solved the double spending problem, which was the only requirement needed to create a successful e-money. And it is so exciting, and I mean, it is going to be very exciting once we're gonna start doing these things, because we have a long way to go. And like I said, the moment we finish these 8 pages, we are going to launch, our own product, and all is required is community for that product. And the better you understand this project, you understand everything, not only the new project. I'm not giving the name because I want to bring this excitement in the market, and this excitement can be built only if you go through these 8 Zoom sessions of understanding the Bitcoin white paper. So I would request you that please bring each and every one in your family at least, to understand, if you're not inviting other people. Bring your kids, bring your young, college going kids. It's important for them to understand what is e-money, and how Bitcoin has solved this, and it is called internet of money of internet, right? So we will talk about this proposal. Proposal is very hard because we don't understand, but we will understand if we understand each and small part of this proposal, brick by brick, I mean, one by one, to understand the Bitcoin white paper. And once we understand the Bitcoin white paper and technology behind, and how this technology works, we will be able, then we will go through the journey of Bitcoin along with our project. So we will talk about that. So far today, I believe this session has give you a first glimpse of why e-money was needed to create, and in order to create a e-money, the problem was double spending, and how Bitcoin solved that double spending problem. To understand Bitcoin white paper as a monetary system, how many of you have been able to follow me so far here? Oh, good. I can see more than 25, 30% people are raising their hand, which is a big achievement for us today. Uh, Along with it, uh, like I said that, so we will talk about our product as well. In each Zooms, a brief introduction of the project that we are going to do is a project which follows the same white paper which Bitcoin followed. So, in order to understand project which we are coming up with, it is important because same white paper, Bitcoin white paper and our white paper is same. The best project we can build is a project can be built on Bitcoin with same white paper, same technology, same white paper, but it gives a lot more sense to us because when Bitcoin came into the market, early days people did not understand the white paper, and the growth of industry and making people believe in this industry took couple of years. Even today it's like 14 years now, it's still growing. The best opportunity is that if we are able to understand white paper today, we will be able to understand our project, and this will be very strong. So while explaining this Bitcoin white paper to you, basically I'm explaining a white paper of our new project. So we see each other day after tomorrow, which is not day after tomorrow. We see each other tomorrow because I would like to go through the first part of double spending so that you can understand a little bit more. And then we will talk about the how the mechanism worked to solve this problem. So tomorrow, same time, we are going to have the Zoom. And like I said, I don't need a long time to waste. We have already, been doing nothing from last couple of months. It's important for us to become productive and growing, and the excitement is needed back. So I am back with uh, the best I can bring as per my knowledge, and we are going to be very interesting people with our project, right? From community side, the only thing I want you to do is to make more people come and join the Zoom sessions, and not for benefit of referral. As an ECN holders, you will get a lot of benefits. So because this project is very big, like I said, compared to ECN, so it can all absorb all the it can absorb it in a very big way, giving multiple rewards to ECN holders. I'm not talking about 1 year later or 6 months later, the day we start the business, the way we start the project, it will start rewarding people in a big way. So all I need right now is to reach out to your relatives and family members to join the Zoom to understand whether they are going to be with me or with us in this journey or not. But it's important for them to understand. So I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Dubai time, GMT, 200 hours, 1400 hours. The Zoom link will be created. Please bring everyone, come and let's talk tomorrow that why Satoshi Nakamoto blast all the problems off, and how it become a complete different world altogether for everyone. Thank you so much for today. I will not try to explain too much today. I started with the easiest part because you know this part already. But from tomorrow, we will go through understanding the technology in a most easy way possible. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead. We see each other tomorrow again. Thank you.
Recording stopped.